the Carolinian grant that we wrote was approved, which we really didn't expect. So we've had the Carolinian Orthography Committee meeting every day this week with another consultant that I have here from the University of Hawaii, teaching a reading course and working with the Carolinian community. The Carolinians are roughly 1/4 of the population. So that's kind of a nice feeling. That really wouldn't have happened at all if I hadn't pushed it and done it. So we're actually meeting some of the needs of this population. It's October 23rd right now. We're in typhoon condition 3, and somehow that always spurs me on to make tapes because I never know what's going to happen. I had quite a time last week. Let's see, I had to go down to the Senate and give testimony on a bill for signs to be in tomorrow in the Northern Marianas, and then I had to go down and testify on funding for the Carolinian Dictionary in the House, and that was a really heavy session. There was a number of problems, and it was all morning. And then I hosted a meeting with the Guam directors, and that went quite nicely. But it was, again, very busy. Let's backtrack a little bit on the testimony of the legislature also. We're trying to get $24,000 for the research and printing of the Carolinian Dictionary. And I was testifying in favor of that. And the legislature is concerned that the governor hasn't set the budget yet. And they want to know more details about the budget. So if we're using this time as a way of finding out more about the testimony, that if it was important, what was included in the education budget and that sort of thing, and which really didn't relate to the exact testimony, and which I wasn't prepared to answer. And actually, even if I had been, the governor had said out word that he did not want any of the details of the budget discussed with the legislature, so would not have been able to do so, even if I had been aware of all the details of the budget. But it was quite interesting hearing last year, quite a while. The one at the Senate went much more easily. I testified in favor of using international signs, although I don't know what the international signs are. It seems to me I saw them once. There must be some place we could write in and get them. We never have much time in order to prepare for some of these things.
On the 1978 audio tape, I did not tell my family the whole story about my testimony to the legislature requesting the funds for the Carolinian Dictionary. I remember getting very frustrated that the members questioning me seemed to not want to know about the value of having a published Carolinian dictionary and were questioning why special funds were needed. One problem had been that the research on Carolinian from the other regions of Micronesia had been already funded, and Washington did not want to further fund Saipanese Carolinian projects. In fact, I had been told that Title VII would not fund a proposal for a Carolinian bilingual program on Saipan. But we wrote and submitted it anyway, and it was funded. So, at the hearing, I remember saying something like, "We've worked so hard to prepare a dictionary. Linguists, Carolinian language informants, community members, educators, politicians, people working at the University of Hawaii and on Saipan. Most of the work is done, and we only need $24,000. Then I burst into tears. I had never cried the many other times I'd given testimony, or for that matter, while on the job. That evening, a group of legislators and Carolinians came to my home to make sure that I was okay and to assure me that the funding would be made available for the dictionary. I think they also explained to me the politics and drama of government hearings. This is recorded by Kit Porter, Van Meter, March 2025. More 1975-79 audio and documents about Carolinian and Chamorro programs in the CNMI will be posted at the KPV Collection starting May 2025.